everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. If you don't know who I am, my name is Rose Wright, and I make episode tutorials. I've also been dipping my feet into some anti-MLM content, and I'm having vlogs and other type of videos coming soon. And if any of that interests you, please don't hesitate to subscribe, to put your notifications on, and like this video. Also, leave a comment if you have any questions or just want to just leave a comment. So in today's video, I will be showing you guys how to do a game menu, an updated one. I did one like I think a year ago, but it's outdated. So I think I should do a new one. So I've already have my overlays created here. If you don't know how to do overlays or put in overlays or upload your own overlays or things like that, I do have videos pertaining to that, and I will link them in the description box. So before you start this video, if you don't know how to do an overlay, upload your own overlays, look in that description box and watch my other videos pertaining to overlays and get familiar, and then come back to this one because we will be using overlays. And if you don't know how to make choices and do things regarding to that, I will also link those in the description box because you need to know how to do those as well. Okay, let's get started. Since I already have my overlays here, I want to make them tappable. I think giving a tappable option, like a game menu, is a way for your readers to be involved with the story. I think it's different than just clicking and kind of just going through the story and just starting the story. I think when you have a game menu, they get to customize, they get to do whatever. I think it's pretty cool, in my opinion. So the first thing we're going to do is label. If you don't know nothing about labels and you're confused how to use labels, or you don't know what labels are for, I will also link that in the description. There'll be a lot of things linked in that description, so make sure you guys read it and understand. That way you won't be confused when you're watching this video, like, why is she using labels? I will link the video in regards to labels. I have a detailed one explaining what it's for. So make sure you check that out if you don't know what labels are, okay? I want to keep this video kind of short, so I'm not going to expand on a lot of things, but I will link all those videos down in the description, so that way you guys can check those out before coming to this video, okay? Because if you don't know what labels are and like overlays and things, this video will be kind of confusing for you, and I want to set you guys up for success, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is put in label, and I'm going to name this label, and I'm going to name it game, okay? Just super easy. And next thing we're going to do, we want to make these overlays tappable, okay? And one thing you guys need to understand when making tappable overlays is each overlay has its own, I guess, I like to call them hit boxes, little boxes, right? You don't want your overlays to be too close to each other, and what I mean by that is you don't want this all the way up here. You want to space it out. And the reason why that is if you put all of your overlays too close to each other and you want to do a tappable overlay, it's okay if it's not tappable. But if you're trying to make tappable overlays and you put the boxes too close to each other, they're going to kind of get mixed up with each other, and it's going to make it hard for your readers to actually click one and go to that thing. What I mean by this? So let's say if I put this all the way up here, and you see how that box is literally over the start button. So when my readers are trying to click the customize button, it's going to go to start. And it kind of ruins it, because they probably really wanted to customize their characters. Or let's say they tried to click customize, but it went to start. Or they try to click start and it went to customize. Same thing with credits. You want to space it out pretty nicely. Okay? Just want to preface that. So the first thing we want to do is type in tappable, okay? That's what we let episode know what we want to be tappable. So let's start with start. So what we're going to do first is open those quotations. I'm going to put in the name of my overlay, which is start, okay? Close those quotations and open up a bracket. This lets episode know what all I want to happen when my reader clicks this overlay here. Okay, so what I want to happen is, let's put a sound, okay? Put sound, and let's say when they click this, when they click start, I want it to make a sound. I'm going to make sure I put a space between those. There we go. So as soon as they click that start button, it's going to make a ding sound, and you'll see that in just a second. And so what else do I want to happen? So there's a couple things you can do here. You can write your whole story in here. I've seen a lot of people do that. Or you can use labels, okay? So I'm not going to write the whole story in there. I'm just going to refer to a label. I'm going to show you how I do that. So I'm going to put at transition fade out black 2. That looks like a Z. Is that a 2? Oh, that's a 2. Okay. Fade out black 2, and then we're going to put go to start 1. Okay, I haven't made that label yet, but I'm going to make it right now. So I'm going to close that bracket because that means when my reader hits start, it's going to make this button click sound. It's going to transition to, it's going to fade out black, and then it's going to go to this label. And that label I'm going to create right here. Label start 1. So now that I referred to this label, here's the start of my story. Okay, and here I can put a new background. Okay, let's use this one. Okay, and then I'm going to just paste that into my script. Okay, and then I could put at Candy enters from left to screen center, and Candy faces right. Candy top underscore. And let's do hands on hips. And she's going to say, hello, friends. Okay? Just real simple, super easy. Okay? That's how you will do that. Next, let's start the customized one. Now, I have a whole video on how to do customization, how to use a customization template, one from the actual episode interactive website, and then one from Dara Amari. If you don't know how to use that templates or use these templates, I will also link that down in the description. I'm linking a lot of stuff down there, so make sure you take a peek at those. So just for the sake of time, I'm just going to use the one episode provides. So I'm going to open up those quotations again. I'm going to click one of these. We're going to do Limelight Female 2. I'm going to click on Candy. I'm going to click on Add. Okay? That's what we're going to do. Okay. Okay. So the reason why that was red is because I didn't put in my whole overlay name here. So if you were like, why is that red? It's because I didn't put in my whole overlay name there. So my apologies. So remember, for our second one, we want this one to be tappable. Customize. I put in the name of my overlay, which is customize. I close those quotations, and then I opened up a new bracket. Okay? So then here, I'm going to add the sound. Let's get rid of those caps. I'm going to go to sound. I want to do the button click again. This is just how I want to do it. You guys do not have to do the button click if you don't like it. Some people just don't like it, and that's cool, and that's fine. Just for funsies, I do like the click, so I'm just going to put it in there. Okay? So after I have that, then I'm going to get another background. Let's say we're just going to use the same background that we've been using. We're going to copy that and paste it into our script. And then I can go at transition fade out blue 2, and then we can paste that here. Okay? Super easy. All right. And the reason why I like this template is because it puts the name in there for you. So now what we're going to do is, guess what? We opened up a bracket, but guess what? We didn't close it. We have to close that bracket because that lets episode know that everything that we're doing is under the customization bracket. So how we're going to do that is in this specific template, this has a label female 2 underscore end. Okay. And so we can put pause for a beat. And then we can put at Candy is, she can put like kiss blow happy or whatever. And then we can also do you can have her exit the screen or whatever the case may be. I'm just going to do at transition fade out blue 2, go to, and we're going to put the name of our label. So once they get done customizing, it goes all the way back to this label, which is game. Okay? It's going to go all the way there. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to put go to game. And guess what? I got to close that bracket. Okay? So all of this customization is under that bracket. Now you're wondering, okay, this is a lot. How do I know when I close the bracket or if I did it right? So you will go up here, you will see these little arrows that's pointing down. Click on that. And if it does that, you know you did it right. You know you closed your brackets. If you aren't able to close it, it's because you didn't put it there. Same thing with this. You see how it closes up like that? That's how you know you did it right. Okay? Awesome. Last one. Uh-oh, I opened that back up. So the last one we're going to do is credits. I'm going to open this back up, a quotation, okay? And I'm going to put in credits 1 because that is the name of my overlay, okay? And guess what? I'm going to open up that bracket again. So what do I want to happen when they click on credits? I'm going to put sound. Again, I'm going to do that button click. I'm going to do at transition fade out blue 2. Okay? And then you can either create a label or like you can do a whole separate label like that you can refer them to if you want. That's a little too much. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to have everything under this click here. And I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. So after I do that, then I'm going to do another background. Let's switch up the backgrounds here. So I have a couple here. Let's do, let's do the forest, okay? Just for funsies, let's do a forest. I'm going to go back here, paste this into my script, okay? And I'm going to have at Candy enters from left to screen left, no, to screen, let's do screen center, and, Candy faces right. Okay, and then we're going to put Candy talk underscore hands on hip neutral loop. Okay, so in this one, we're giving a shout out. That's credits is. So, but guess what? You can do the credits at the end. A lot of people do the credits at the end, or you can do the credits in the beginning. However you want to do it, as long as you give credits to the people that are in your story or whoever backgrounds or overlays you use, as long as you give them credit, you should be okay. Or you can do a reader message, all right? But however you want to do it, you know, but if you want to put the credits at the end, you could do that. So I'm going to put, we can put shout out to, let's put Rose for making YouTube videos. All right, just something quick and easy. Shout out to me. So I'm just going to put a purple heart here, and then I'm going to close. So then after that, we can have her at Candy is low kiss, and at Candy exits right. Okay? And then I'm going to at transition fade out blue 2, and then we're going to put go to game, close that bracket. So after I set up this whole scene, I put them back at the game menu, which is right here. And what I recommend is when you're making your label for game menu, put the game menu before your overlays. So that way it all places it at the same time. Because if you put it here, it's going to be weird and you're going to get like a weird type of thing going on. Just put it before your overlays, okay? So let's see. We did it right because we're able to do this. All right? So let's see how this whole thing looks. Okay? I'm going to save and preview so we can preview it. So like I said, it's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. Okay? Okay, so we can go to start. You see you make that clicking sound? Hello, friend. Pretty simple, right? Let's go to preview again. Let's do customize. You see you make that noise? Now we're here. And now I get to customize her however I wish. Okay? Faux hawk. Done. This is perfect. And then you see she blows the kiss like we planned. It fades out. And now we're back at the game menu. Let's do credits. Okay. She walks into the forest. Shout out to Rose for making YouTube videos. She blows a kiss and she walks away. Transition, fade out, blue. Guess what? She's back at that game menu. You see how I did that? It can seem like a lot at first, especially when you're putting in all your overlays. It can seem like a whole bunch is happening at once, right? You feel like you gotta create your overlays, shift them, place them, do whatever you want. But I think this is a cool way to get your readers involved. I love reading stories with game menus because I feel like I'm a part of the story too. I like doing it. It's my opinion. That's how I want to do it, right? So that's how we create the game menu. I hope this made sense to you guys. And if you don't take away anything else from this, like I said, guys, I will link everything down in the description. How to do choices, how to do labels, and how to create your own overlays, post your own whatever. I will link all of that down in the description. So that way, if this confuses you, maybe you should revisit some of my other videos like labels, overlays, and choices. And maybe you'll get a better understanding. Okay? I really, really hope this helped you guys. Until next time, I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and make sure you turn those notifications on so you can be notified when my next upload is, which is going to be very soon. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Goodbye.